Towering out of the Las Vegas desert, over 300 feet tall, the $2.5 billion sphere promises to take its audience to the next level. An immersive experience in sight and sound that redefines music performance. And who better to open the space to the world than the world's biggest rock band?
Give me 2 more chances, you won't be denied.
This new kind of venue, I mean, it's totally immersive. We're looking at 120,000 square foot of screen. We measure the screen in acres. It's over 2 acres of a screen, wow. Right? And totally wrap around. So you really can be translocated.
The highest resolution TV screen in the world wraps up over and around the seats with crystal clear sound from more than 16,000 speakers, practically one for every member of the audience.
This is the first purpose-built for, you know, for music and arts, cinematic arts. So we really are pleased.
But are you excited? Tell me how you're feeling.
It's trying to be a rock and roll band in the middle of this, and yet take the medium to the next level. You know what I mean? Just there's a rawness that we need to get to as a band, where we have to overpower the digital world. You know, we have to put blood into the machine, into the diodes, all 128 million of them. And intimacy is key, and intimacy is the new punk rock.
It's now 36 years since a fresh-faced U2 first strolled down the Strip in Vegas, famously recording a video for the song I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, raw and unrehearsed. New single out on Friday? Celebrating this place.
Atomic City.
I mean, what does it mean to you? What does Vegas mean to you as a band? What does it mean to you as people?
Well, I think it's America writ large, in the sense that it's all that America is,
and then
in kind of day glow and plus. And so we have a soft spot for it.
There is something about Las Vegas that we're very attracted to. But, you know, at the very heart of who we are as a band is the concept of love versus look, really, if you think about it. And I know that the world is full of unlucky situations, but I don't call them unlucky. I think we've got to build a society where people don't have to live off luck.
You've been a band that's obviously been very political about global injustice. Just what keeps you up at night at the moment? What do you worry about now?
Who'd have thought the word freedom would be up on trial? It's really interesting moments. All of our life, all of our adult life, the world was getting more free. I mean, since we were born, basically, and for the first time, it's going in reverse. We always thought, you know, sexual politics were improving, gender politics, you know, race, everything like that. So we're definitely at some kind of existential crisis there too.
Democracy is having the existential crisis. I mean, it's very hard to mount an argument against authoritarianism, both at home and abroad, when there's a substantial group of people, particularly in America, who are actually second-guessing the principles of inclusion and freedom.
But America is still the best idea. It's the best idea. It just hasn't happened yet. I'm attracted to freedom. I think it's important that we demonstrate to the world what freedom looks like, what freedom acts like. So I'll bet on freedom, and I bet that America comes back from this rather low ebb it is at presently.
But will it get lower if Trump gets in again?
We don't use the T word.
Okay.
We don't use the
Sorry.
T word. He's enough headlines, that man.
To the outside world, the sphere looks like a planet that's just fallen from the sky. The outside is a TV screen too, meaning this ball from outer space will use a small city's worth of electricity in a state experiencing a multi-year drought. Do you worry about the footprint of all of this, and how do you square that with
the building?
the band?
The Edge is
we're
the expert
of course,
on the climate.
I mean, we're like any sane person. We see climate change as being the existential threat of the generation, and it's something that we care a lot about. But on this project, we want to go to the next level, and we want to actually
not offsets,
drawing down the carbon associated with our performances and the production, so that by the end of it, we will have drawn down at least as much, maybe more than we've actually put out.
The Edge is talking about technology that stores carbon, but it's the technology that runs the giant screen that's on the mind of Willie Williamson, U2's creative director of 40 years.
One of the things that's really interesting about this building is because it's spherical, there are no corners, and corners are what help you define space. And so if you mess with that, we can really take people into some interesting places.
Specially commissioned artwork is peppered throughout the shows, like this piece from the artist Ez Devlin that's a digital representation of 250 of the most endangered species in the Nevada desert.
And we wanted to kind of consecrate and dedicate, in this kind of baptism of a new building, the end of the show to this particular place on the planet.
The show leans heavily on artificial intelligence, the buzzword of the moment that's creating fear that artists, even like U2, could eventually be replaced by technology.
This is my avatar. This is not me.
But that's not you.
It's pretty cool.
It's a load of ones and zeros.
It's
I think
actually
they're more
computer
attractive.
generated.
It's a virtual version of me.
That's exactly what people are worried about, isn't it? But is that?
Yeah,
Isn't
but you know,
Get one of me, I'm on my holidays.
actors are worried about.
I'd rather get involved than sort of have it happen to us.
That's what I mean.
Personally, I'm not particularly worried about AI. In terms of high-level creativity, I think it's great as a tool, but I don't think it's going to replace creativity.
You
In
wouldn't
it.
let-
1, 2, 3.
Turn around.
This is from rehearsal. I recorded this the other day. Check it out.
These are AI Elvises. Satisfied.
Come on.
Give me 2 more chances. You won't be denied.
Like a backing singer here.
Well, my heart is where it's always been. My head is somewhere in between. Give me one last chance. Be your lover tonight. Thanks for
Air guitar, air guitar. I had to put the lyrics in there.
You're the real thing.
Oh, look at this. Elvis.
You're the real thing. You're the real thing. Even better than the real thing. Child.
It could be a yes or a no, but I didn't ask you about Ireland, and I'd be mad not to, because we does feel like we're at a point where unity is in reach. Is it?
Wish.
Or isn't it?
We wish.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask.
Well, in any marital
but does it-
arrangement,
But does it feel like that?
in any marital arrangement, Siobhan, you like to think that people, both parties, would be attracted to each other. Indeed, falling in love would be great. If we may not be there at the falling in love stage, but we're dating. And I think in the South, we've done a real amazing job at transforming our society. It's freer, and it feels fair.
Yeah, but I hate that the arguments shifted to power and sovereignty and whatever. I think it should be. John Hume had it right. It should be switched to community, reconciliation, finding common ground. Because as Bono says, it's like United Ireland has to be united, not just
Not just a bunch of people want
imposed.
it. But do you think you'll see it in your lifetime? Does it feel closer than it ever has?
Oh, it could. Wouldn't it be wonderful? This pond is too small for a feud among frogs.
Okay.
That's not a yes or no answer, but there you go.
We're going to say thank you.
Oh,
Thanks,
listen,
Shivers.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, thank you.
you so much.
Really good to meet you.
Thank you. Lovely to meet
Shivers.
you.
Good luck.